Hello everyone and welcome back to Sendik's Weather Channel. Today we're going to take a look at the latest from the models for the next couple of days and weeks, which will take us to the end of March. We're mainly going to be focusing on the end of the week as things could get quite interesting for mild days, as we could see temperatures reaching maybe 18s, 19s and 20 degrees in the London area. Woo! Another hyper bites the dust. If you get it, if you know, you know. Hello to you, Curtain Not Certain. Thank you for all your lovely comments on the videos. I really do appreciate it. Anyway, if you know, you know. We'll get straight on with the data. We're going to have a look at the UKV or the UK Metavisteron to see what the trends are for the next couple of days in regards to temperature, precipitation over the next 5 days, which will take us to the weekend. We all love the weekend, don't we? At the end of a busy week, and we can all chillax. So at the moment, as you can see, this is 4 AM on Tuesday, so early hours of tomorrow morning. You can see there's quite a widespread frost for northern England, northwestern England more harshly. Maybe temperatures reaching as low as -3 in parts of northern England and the central southern belt of Scotland. Even in the far south and southeast, temperatures not getting much above 2 or 3. Temperatures dropping to 2 or 3 degrees overnight. It's pretty chilly. However, temperatures through the days do rise quite quickly, so by 3 PM tomorrow, temperatures rise to 8, 9 or 10 degrees, so around average to slightly below, but not too bad at all. Again, pretty widespread harsh frost for Wednesday into Thursday, many areas dropping below freezing besides the far southwest, so expect some frost there. Clears away quite quick, then by 3 PM on Wednesday, temperatures may be reaching quite widespread in the far south-southeast, in the south-southeast, 14s to 16s, maybe an isolated 17 in the London area. Cooler as you head north, of course. Now, if we move into Wednesday and Thursday, frost becoming more restricted to northern England and Scotland, but as you can see, they do warm up quite quick. And by 3 PM on Thursday, look at that, 17s and 18s, maybe an isolated 19 in the southeast. Pretty mild temperatures throughout the entire country there. Even Republic of Ireland getting 16s and 17 degrees. So definitely a change is on the way from this quite drab, cold, rainy weather we've been seeing at the moment. Bit of a change. And as we move into Friday again, there's slightly cooler air masses moving into the south and southwest, and that is due to an area of rain or an area of precipitation moving in from off the Atlantic. But again, temperatures maybe a little bit further, centred further northwards into central Britain and the West Midlands, could reach 15, 16 or 17, but quite mild for many areas. Again, there's quite a split, so quite a mild night for Saturday into the day, and by 3 PM on Saturday, temperatures are cooling down slightly, but still 11 to 13, so no lower than average. So pretty nice, I must say. Pretty nice temperatures. But you can see that cooler air masses are beginning to move in. Nothing cold, but cooler air masses, with plenty of showery activity, which will bring the temperatures down, of course. Now, if we have a look at the precip, it's pretty dry for tomorrow. It's pretty pleasant days for the next few days. Not much going on. Bit of thick cloud and a few drizzly patches Tuesdays, Wednesdays and Thursday, but pretty dry. And then into Friday, weather fronts moving in from off the Atlantic, again weakening, but there's some pretty heavy showers moving in to the east and southeast there on Saturday morning. But again, a pretty dry chart right until the very end, when we see some very heavy squally showers moving in to the south, to the central England, and to northern England as well, which could be quite heavy at times in heavier bursts. And they could cause maybe some disruption in places, but we're not expecting too much from these. But again, it will feel a bit of a change. Now, the winds again are quite light, so there's not much issue with that. You can see a little low spinning up to the southwest of the Republic of Ireland, which could produce winds up to 50 miles an hour on that far south coast of the Republic of Ireland. Anyway, so I thought you'd like that one, eh? I thought you'd like that one. So we'll have a look. Oops, and sorry about that. We'll have a look at the main models for the next couple of weeks. So here we go. So with the GFS, keeps it mainly dry up to around Friday and Saturday, when low pressure begins to move in from off the Atlantic. Mild with winds in from the south-southeast, which are coming up from Spain and France. And you can see milder air masses moving Friday and Saturday. But with that, there is unsettled weather, unsettled conditions moving in. High pressure begins to topple over the top of the country, so into next week, still probably above average, not too bad, but more of a westerly wind begins to take over. Again, into the week after, so to end the month, we're turning more unsettled. Low pressure's going to our south, bringing in lots of rain for the south and southwest, but also keeping it quite mild with this GFS run. We don't see a response from the troposphere, and we actually build heights to our east, bringing in a mild southerly. southerly wind begins to take over. So it looks pretty nice, pretty mild for much of the run. Now again, there's some comparisons to be made. Here's the the ECM, and this one has low pressure further to our south. So for the north, it's pretty changeable, bringing in some colder air masses possibly into the far northwest, but much of the country is quite mild, with this low pressure over the top of the country bringing bouts of heavy rain to the south. High pressure then sits over and just to the north of the country, which could bring some quite chilly nights again, before it does turn drier as high pressure sits over top of the country. But underneath that could be still a little bit chilly in places, with some potential frost and fog. But with that, by the 27th of March, we are bringing in winds from off the Atlantic pretty westerly, so not too bad at all, I'd say. If we have a look at the GM run, because we can't look at it on on Weta Central, we'll have a look on here, and there we go. And we can see, bit of a hard chart to see, so I'll just adjust the screen very quickly. There we go. And then boom, there we go. So this is the GM. So as you can see, it's under the 23rd of March. That high pressure begins to move to our west, bringing in a colder northerly with the GM. So a little bit of a different with this one. Bringing in a brief northerly, so that's bringing colder air masses back southwards again. -5 line into northern Scotland and in as far south as central Britain. So still a little bit of uncertainty with this, but it is looking likely we will return to westerly conditions. The GMs were interested in building heights to our west, which could be a response to the troposphere. It is looking quite open, bringing in the wind from a chilly northerly, but again, there's not much cold air to tap into, so, pretty average temperatures really are to be expected, but some quite harsh frosts are definitely possible. Now, if we have a look at the diagrams, and I'll quickly move that because that's looking a bit wrong. There we go. As you can see, there's a lot of mild on the chart. There's not many cold runs at the moment, but I think they will start to increase. There's a few colder outliers in there. Does look a bit more unsettled towards the end of the month, but we are picking up precipitation between the 23rd and the 25th of March. Precipitation is increasing. So expect some wetter days and some drier days interspersed with each other, as we're in a typical westerly pattern. So we'll have to wait and see how things develop. But there's some interest, especially in the longer term, as we head into April. But for any mildies out there, you'll like between about now and the 23rd of March. What date is special about the 23rd? Well, you have to wait and see. Thank you all for watching. If you did enjoy today's video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe for more. I really do appreciate your continued support. We've got a few things coming up, which I hope you're all excited for, because we're going to be mixing things up like we did today, showing off the UKV. And I'll see you all in the next one. Bye, everyone. One of the hypers is down. One of the hypers is down. Oh.